You think you read people well. You don't. They are using invisible levers on your decisions right now. Every hesitation, every compromise. It's not coincidence. It's engineered. We are stripping away the pleasantries. This is the brutal mechanics of dark psychology. Today we expose the 12 hidden concepts that control interactions and how you stop being the target. Number 12. Projection. You feel that sudden, sharp annoyance at someone else's flaw, the one you know you possess? That's projection in action. Someone who constantly accuses others of lying is often hiding their own deception. You feel the heat rise to your cheeks because their accusation feels familiar, even if you're innocent. They are pushing their unacceptable trait onto you. It's a defense mechanism, a smokescreen. Next time someone aggressively calls out a small imperfection in you, pause. Ask yourself, where do I do this exact thing? Your immediate defensiveness is the tell. Number 11. Love bombing. It feels incredible at first. That rush. You are seen. You are understood. They send texts before you even wake up. Gifts appear. They mirror your every desire. It's an overwhelming flood of positive reinforcement. You feel like you've finally found your person. The knot in your stomach is non-existent. This isn't real affection. It's strategy. They are building an emotional debt. Once you are completely hooked on the high validation, they start to withdraw it. Slowly. The withdrawal is the punishment. When the adoration feels too fast, too perfect, take a breath. If someone tries to map your entire future in the first week, your move is to slow the pace to a crawl. Say, I need time to enjoy this moment. Number 10. Gaslighting. This is insidious. It makes you question the evidence of your own senses. Did I say that? Did that really happen? You check your phone logs 3 times, you replay the conversation in your head until the original memory dissolves into fog. They deny reality so effectively that you start apologizing for things you know you didn't do. You start trusting their version of events over your own internal compass. That instability is their power source. The physical symptom is the constant, low-grade anxiety, the feeling of standing on shifting sand. The next time you hear "that never happened" or "you too sensitive," do not argue. Just state your reality, calmly, and walk away. Next time, simply say, my memory of that event is X. We disagree. Then stop talking. Number 9. Foot in the door technique. It starts small. Can you just look this over for 5 minutes? You say yes. It's easy, no commitment. Then comes the bigger ask. Since you're already involved, could you handle the follow-up? Because you already agreed to the small thing, your brain fights cognitive dissonance. Saying no now feels like you are backtracking on your established helpfulness. This exploits your need for consistency. You said yes once, so you must say yes again. The pressure builds like a slow leak in a tire. You feel obligated, not chosen. When presented with the first small request, your response must be an immediate firm, "No, I can't." Don't offer an explanation. Number 8. False scarcity. This isn't about limited stock. This is about manufactured urgency designed to bypass rational thought. This offer expires in 30 minutes, or I only have time for one more consultation today. You feel the sweat on your palms as you rush the decision. You skip due diligence. You worry about missing out on the one opportunity that will solve all your problems. The reality is, the opportunity will reappear tomorrow, slightly repackaged. They rely on the panic of loss overriding the logic of gain. The moment you feel pressured by a ticking clock, stop everything. Do not click, do not sign, do not agree. Your immediate action must be to walk away for 1 full hour. The urgency dissolves instantly when you refuse to participate. Moving on, the next few concepts are less about manipulation and more about outright control. Number 7. The appeal to authority. It's not just about titles, it's about perceived expertise. Someone cites a study you can't verify, or uses jargon you don't fully grasp, and you immediately defer. You think, they must know better. I don't want to look ignorant. The moment you feel intellectually inferior, You hand over your decision-making power. This is why complex power structures thrive. We are biologically wired to trust the person who sounds like they have the manual. When someone leans heavily on credentials or complex language, interrupt them politely. Ask them to explain the core concept as if you were 10 years old. If they can't simplify it, they are hiding weakness, not demonstrating strength. Number 6. Shifting the goalposts. You meet a set of criteria. You achieve the benchmark. You are ready for the promotion, the commitment, the reward. Then, suddenly, the rules change. Well, that's good, but what we really need now is experience in X department. You feel the ground drop out beneath you. You put in the work for A, B, and C. Now they demand D, E, and F before they'll even look at you again. This keeps you in perpetual striving. You are always chasing a finish line that keeps moving further away. You never get the satisfaction of completion. When you achieve a stated goal, immediately document it. Send an email summarizing the achievement and explicitly ask, based on this completion, what is the next single, measurable step required for the agreed-upon outcome? Lock them down on paper. Before we get to the truly dangerous mechanics at the top of this list, understand that these concepts thrive in low-light environments. They hate clarity. Number 5. Manufactured vulnerability. They overshare something deeply personal, very early on. Something that makes you feel uniquely trusted. I've never told anyone this, but this creates an instant, artificial intimacy. You feel compelled to reciprocate that level of trust immediately. You lower your own shields because they lowered theirs, or so you think. This shared secret becomes leverage later. They now know your soft spots. They know what you fear being revealed. When someone spills their guts too fast, your response should be reserved empathy, not immediate mirroring. Acknowledge the pain, but do not volunteer your own corresponding trauma. Just say, that sounds incredibly difficult. Number 4. Intermittent reinforcement. This is the mechanism behind addiction. It is far more powerful than constant reward. Think of the slot machine. You don't win every time. You win sometime. That unpredictability keeps you pulling the lever. In relationships, this is the cycle of intense affection followed by cold withdrawal. The inconsistency keeps you obsessed, constantly trying to figure out what you did wrong to bring back the good times. The brain gets wired to seek the reward during the drought. You ignore the overall negative pattern, focusing only on the faint possibility of the next win. You feel the tension building when they go silent. You start checking your phone compulsively. Recognize the pattern. The only way to break the cycle is to completely remove the lever. Stop engaging during the drought periods. Number 3. Guilt tripping. This is psychological extortion. It's not an argument. It's a performance of suffering designed to coerce compliance. After everything I've done for you, you can't even do this one small thing? You feel the deep, heavy weight of obligation settle onto your shoulders. You start thinking about past favors, past sacrifices. Your own needs become secondary to clearing that perceived moral debt. It makes you feel like a fundamentally bad person if you say no. The sensory anchor here is the crushing weight in your chest. The response must be immediate detachment from their narrative of sacrifice. Do not defend your actions. Do not justify your no. Next time, simply state, I understand you feel that way, but my answer is still no. Number 2. The trap of sunk cost. You've invested 6 months into this terrible business partner. You've poured thousands into this failing project. You feel trapped. You think, I can't quit now. I've come too far. I'll lose everything I put in. This is irrational. Your past investment has zero bearing on the future viability of the situation. But the thought of writing off that time or money feels like a physical wound. People exploit this by making the exit cost emotionally agonizing. They know you hate waste. When you review the situation, you must mentally discard the past investment entirely. Ask only one question. If I were starting today, with zero spent, would I enter this situation? If the answer is no, cut the line immediately, regardless of the past pain. And now, the apex, the single most effective, invisible force used to control long-term behavior. Number 1. Cognitive dissonance amplification. This is what makes the others stick. It's the process of forcing someone to publicly or internally justify an action they fundamentally disagree with. Imagine being pressured to publicly praise a product you know is garbage. At first, you feel fraudulent, but the human mind hates holding two conflicting beliefs. I am smart, and I just lied about this terrible product. To resolve the tension, the mind changes the easiest variable, the belief. You start finding reasons why the product isn't that bad. You start defending the lie until you believe it. The more effort you put into justifying the bad decision, the more valuable that bad decision becomes to you. This creates deep, lasting loyalty to flawed systems or toxic people. You become your own jailer, defending the bars you were forced to build. The only defense is radical honesty and private reflection. When you are alone, write down the truth of the situation without filtering it for social acceptance. Read it out loud. Do not let the internal narrative deviate from the written evidence. That written evidence is your anchor against the current of self-deception. We covered the mechanics: projection, love bombing, gaslighting, and the trap of sunk cost. These aren't just concepts in a textbook. They are the scripts people run every single day to gain advantage, secure compliance, and maintain control over your energy and decisions. The moment you name the tactic, you steal its power. Manipulation requires darkness. Knowledge is the flashlight. Stop reacting based on what feels urgent or immediately validating. Start observing the structure of the interaction. If you want to master similar concepts, hidden blueprints of influence, negotiation, and human behavior, don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more videos like that.